Madam Speaker, as I rise in the House of Commons for the first time, it is my honour, on behalf of the residents of Essex, to represent each corner of my riding. From Lakeshore to Amherstburg, from Essex to Kingsville, from LaSalle and everywhere in between, I am humbled to represent my great riding. Thank you to each and every one of you for putting your trust in me. I have been and will continue to work hard for you in Essex as well as here in Ottawa. First and foremost, I must give thanks to my Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ for this opportunity to stand here as your Member of Parliament for Essex. Madam Speaker, on the eve of the writ being dropped, I had an unfortunate accident that was scary to say the least. But many stitches later, and amazing health care from the doctors and frontline nursing staff at the Erie Shores Healthcare Hospital, along with prayers from many, and a long phone call from our leader, Andrew Scheer, while I was in the hospital that evening, I might add, I was discharged. Now, it's not often that a candidate gets a call from their leader on the eve of an election. This speaks directly to Mr. Scheer's caring character and his concern for others. And then, Madam Speaker, my Conservative family came out in full force and offered to help our campaign in whatever way they could. As I knew, the Conservative family is a caring, thoughtful, and deep-rooted family, ready for the call to action when someone is in need. And for this, I need to thank all of my colleagues for your support during this difficult time. Madam Speaker, there are so many people I need to thank. To my wife, Alison, the love of my life, the best friend and supporter, thank you for your sacrifice, for your smile, your dedication, and your trust. I love you dearly. To my children, Jagger, Cody, and Faith, remember that you are only handcuffed by the boundaries that you place upon yourselves. Each and every one of you is unique, and I am proud to be your father and excited for each of your futures. To my amazing parents, Kim and Helen Lewis, and my brothers, Jeff and Kim, thank you for being positive influences in my life and helping me to be the person who I am today. To my most amazing volunteer election team, my campaign manager, and those that helped spread the positive Conservative message to 43,000 doors across Essex, those that worked tirelessly and always with a positive attitude and a great big smile, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. To my staff members, truly the people that get things done, thank you as well. Madam Speaker, I am honored to have served alongside my brothers and sisters of the Kingsville Fire Department for 7.5 years. Serving my community is the very reason that I stand here today. To each and every one of you that had my back and looked over my shoulder in the face of danger, I thank you. And to my dear friend, Captain Mark Rankin, I respect you enormously. Thank you dearly for your friendship. Madam Speaker, I would be remiss not to thank a few other folks, too many to name, but vital to recognize them. To my hockey coaches, my baseball coaches, my teachers, my mentors, my friends, as well as those that have influenced my life and given me the opportunities along the way, thank you. To Mrs. Robinette, my grade school teacher, and to Mr. Robert Peterson, who took me under his wing during my term as Kingsville Councillor. You have both touched me deeply, and I am a better person because of it. So, of course, I stand here today to represent the great folks of Essex, and it is with them in mind that I must focus for a moment on the cultural, geographical, and economic riches of my riding of Essex. In Essex, we are famous for our farming and agriculture communities. The greenhouse industry is also a big part of our economy, growing a variety of produce and now expanding into the cannabis industry as well. We have wineries and microbreweries, of which I was proud to see our local wine being served right here in Ottawa just last week. We have cutting-edge technology for development, as well as incredible training at St. Clair College, training our future generations of skilled trade workers. We have salt mines and dairy farms, commercial fishing, and the most talented auto and steel workers in the country. Geographically, we are among the warmest ridings in the country, attracting tourists from across the world to enjoy our climate, our waterways, and the many festivals our region has to offer. Madam Speaker, I stand with confidence when I say that Essex is truly a microcosm of Canada. And so, Madam Speaker, I would like to include in my speech two issues that are close to my heart and to the hearts of the good folks of Essex. First off, our nation and my riding are built upon the hard-working people and entrepreneurs of our small businesses. These are the people with great hopes and dreams. They are often willing to mortgage everything, short of their children, to ensure that they are serving their local communities, creating jobs and opportunities, feeding the mouths of families, and donating to the many charities that, especially at this time of year, come knocking on their door for donations. These individuals are freedom fighters. They take all the risk, invest the capital, are directly responsible for their success versus their failure, and don't receive benefits like many of us do. They often have to borrow money from family members to get their businesses started, as banks are reluctant to lend money to start up a business. They spend long hours creating jobs for Canadian families. These businesses are the economic engines of Canada, and when they fail, they lose the ability to feed their families. They pour their blood, sweat, and tears into their companies as they are proud of what they do. But what's more, Madam Speaker, they drown in government regulation and tax. I spoke recently to a gentleman in my riding that was working on his day off, and it happened to be a Sunday. And he was working very long hours to fill out the tax forms, as he couldn't afford to pay an accountant to do it for him. Madam Speaker, being a small business owner myself, I understand the struggles that these people face every day, and I see nothing in the speech from the throne to address these issues or to support our small businesses. Conservatives understand what the issues are, and we thank our small businesses for what they bring to Canada, and we will certainly continue to stand up for them. Madam Speaker, I stand in this House as a proud hunter, angler, and legal firearm owner. In fact, as an outfitter, firearms are one of the tools of my job. Like many Canadians, I enjoy sport shooting and target shooting. I am not a criminal, nor have I ever had a criminal record. Like many Canadians, I have had many background checks, spent a lot of money to enjoy my right as a legal firearm owner. Now, the government is looking to penalize and persecute me for a crime I didn't commit. I am both a legal handgun owner and a member of the House of Commons, and I find it appalling that we are going down the same path that has cost taxpayers billions of dollars in the past with zero results. Criminals and gang members are not going to give up their guns, Madam Speaker. Mayors across Canada have said that this is simply not the answer. So what is the answer? Giving our border guards and law enforcement officers the tools and funding they need to combat illegal smuggling, gang violence, and criminals. Getting serious on crime and giving longer prison sentences is the answer. A buyback program and banning handguns will have absolutely no positive effect to reduce violent crime. When will this government stop penalizing the law-abiding gun owners? The nonsense needs to stop. Madam Speaker, I was elected to represent the great people of Essex, to defend the rights as Canadians and help create an environment for families and businesses to flourish. We, members of Parliament, have been given a sacred trust to do all we can to serve the people who sent us to Ottawa to represent their hopes, dreams, and aspirations for themselves, their loved ones, and their communities. We have a great challenge and a great opportunities ahead. Now, I look forward to the work I can do and changes we can make for Canada and my riding of Essex. It is with my deepest desire to do all I can to leave this world a better place than I found it. Thank you.
Awesome.